Hi, monkeys. I am Shoshana, and this is going to be a Chinese New Year's reading for you. If you are a monkey, um, you are a monkey if you were born in 2016, 2014? No. 2016, 2004, 1992. 1980, 1968, 1956, and 1944. That makes you a monkey. I am Shoshana, and today we're going to be using our Lakota medicine cards. I do not use tarot. I do not channel. I do not use downloads. I simply scan and diagnose the problem. We are going to do a fire pit Inipi spread with 3 cards. The first one tells us what is out of balance or what could be out of balance for the coming year. The second one is what we need to take action in doing. And the third one is the tool that we are being given or reminded that we already have to sustain the alignment. We had 2 cards flip over. I'm going to take them. You're the first one who got a bonus flip, because technically it's like these 2, so I'm actually going to take them. Okay, so let's begin. What is out of balance for the monkey? And we have the stone card. The stone card is all about support. Support, support, support. Monkey, you are extremely ambitious. You have so many ideas. You have so many creativity. You have so much power. You are one of my favorite signs to do for Chinese astrology readings. I've been doing readings for years. I started doing readings in 2014, I think it was. It feels like longer. But I've been doing readings since about 2014, and I notice that certain signs have more power than other signs. Naturally, you're just gifted with these blessings, right? And monkey, you're one of them. You are so capable. You have this mystical power in you, okay? You easily become a celebrity, or you easily get celebrity offers, which I do not recommend, because you should work for yourself and sign a contract with no one. So it doesn't matter how much money they offer you, okay? It does not matter how much money they offer you, because that money that they offer you doesn't matter if you can enjoy it. What's the point of them giving you $1 million for this deal if you're going to be targeted psychologically and spiritually the whole time? So much that you're going to want to sedate yourself on drugs. So right now, the imbalance that needs to improve for the coming year is your foundation, your funders, who funds you, your foundation, your support system. Okay. And I'm going to be honest with you. As of right now, if I were to sit down with you and look at all of your issues, people are jealous of you. People look at you up and down, and right away they can tell that you have this spark. you have financial intelligence. You're one of those that has the ideas, the golden ideas, but you don't have the funds to fund them. And you need to get with somebody, a business partner who understands you and your passion, and that's extremely risky. Extremely risky. That's why Italians, when they open up a restaurant, what do? They keep it in the family. They don't hire anybody outside of the family because no matter what, if something happens, your family. I feel like you need to do similar things where you only get into something with someone that you've either known for years or a family member, because there's a lot of you walking on the edge this year financially. Like you're trying to take really big financial risks that is attracting a lot of attention or will attract a lot of attention. And you have to be really careful. Like I can feel your passion that you really want to get certain things off the ground, but you're going to have to be careful. So, right now, you might be kind of desperate and willing to take any offer. Don't do that. Right now, there's no support because the people that are around you are trolls, haters, jealousy, evil eye. And that's why you're like, where's my support system? When it comes to your ideas, keep your mouth shut. Don't let anybody know what your ideas are because your ideas are gold. And if you talk about your ideas, you're just going to be handing people the map to the treasure. There is a way around your situation. I want to recommend getting a lawyer to see if there's a way around something where you can get the funds directly without having to go to a middleman per se. I really like your idea. A lot of you are tired of working at a restaurant. You want to own the restaurant. You're tired of working as a cashier. You want to own the shop. You're tired of working as a real estate agent. You want to work as anything better than what you've done before. And you're going to have to cut people out of your life. The action that needs to be taken is Great Spirit Source, 0 that comes before 1. Reconnecting with Source. Have you lost your connection with Source? Have you lost your connection with Wakantanka? Sometimes, okay, when we are extremely successful, but we are not on good terms with Source, Source will make sure that your mission is not completed the way you want it. He will take a piece of your puzzle and hide it. He'll take a piece of your domino and hide it. You know what I mean? And it's Source trying to nudge at you and say, you know what you're missing? It's not funds, it's a connection with Source, because Source will tell you the when and the where and the how and the why and the if. But if you have no dialogue, no relationship whatsoever with Great Spirit Source, then your business is not going to fall through the way you want it to. It's going to come up with issues that would have been prevented had you had a dialogue with Source. Source has to be the first thought that we have when we wake up. As soon as we wake up, thank you, Source. I'm awake. I have a roof over my head. I have coffee in the kitchen that is going to steam ancestor blessings. Thank you, Source. I am alive. Thank you, Source. What do you want me to do today? What do you not want me to do today? What do you want me to protect myself from? And if you are silent and grounded and patient, Source will answer all of your questions and tell you who not to open the door to, when to release what you want to release, when to do this, when to do that. And if this is not in your life, you're going to feel like something really big is missing. The tool that you need to sustain this alignment is transmutation. We have the sacred mound that represents reverence, and we have addictions and compulsive behavior. So, whatever your negative self destructive habits are, they have to be transmuted so that instead of going straight for cocaine, straight for alcohol, straight for whiskey, straight for whatever it is that you're going for when you're stressed out, you're addicted to reverence. When this transmutation happens, it is life altering. I was able to successfully do this transmutation 8 months ago. I think it's been 8 months. So I want to say 8 months. I was addicted to horoscopes prior to 8 months. So let's give it 15 years. Just put it out there. 15 years of an addiction to horoscopes, horoscopes, horoscopes. Every time I'm worried, every time I'm stressed, every time I feel raw, every time I feel vulnerable, hypersensitive, uh, a crush, like if I had a crush, I would look up their sign horoscope. Whatever my crush's sign is, I would obsessively look at the horoscopes. Now, of course, my when I look at the horoscopes, it matches my intuitive astrology that I do. It matches. It's like, oh, it always matches what I'm feeling, but I'm not talking about that, like that kind of reassurance. That I'm talking about just a habit of I'm stressed, I'm worried, I'm depressed, whatever it is. It could be anything. And what would I run to? Horoscopes, 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 horoscopes. In about, gosh, was it really? May, June? It doesn't matter, right? Sometimes timing doesn't matter. The point is, about 8 to 10 months ago, I was able to transmute this energy of obsession with horoscopes. And for other people, it could be tarot, where they're addicted to tarot, addicted, so addicted to tarot. You know, for me, it was horoscopes, just constantly. or pick a card readings as well. And there's like a positive way to look at things, and there's a negative way. There's like obsessive and whatever. And obsessively going to horoscopes. My God, I can't even stop talking about it. I was able to transmute that energy so that I became addicted to checking in with source. And trust me, people didn't like that because that means I spent less time with them, less time socializing, and more time with the Lord. And I transmuted that need to constantly look at horoscopes. I mean, I still look at horoscopes maybe once a day now, like before going to bed. I just need something to read. Yeah, sure, I check my horoscope, but it's not that same, it's not out of obsession anymore. It's just like once a day before going to bed. Before 8 to 10 months ago, it was obsessively like maybe 10 hours a day, sometimes 10 hours of different horoscopes a day. So I was able to transmute that energy and turn it to an obsession, because sometimes you have to trick your body by using negative sensations to get there. You can't just connect right away. You have to kind of compromise. So I transmuted that energy so it became an obsession to check in with source. And then I was able to do it in a more healthy manner where I basically check in about 3 hours of my day. I spend about an average of 3 hours of my day getting grounded and having a dialogue with source. The answers don't always come. Sometimes the answers don't come because they're not meant to. Like you're not going to sit there and demand source to speak. Source will speak when source will speak. And it changed my life to the point where now I can go months if I want to without checking my horoscope, out of desperation or whatever. And now whenever I do it once a day, it's just one single horoscope, and it's simply because I'm bored and I have nothing else to do at that time. Whereas before it was out of desperation and codependency. Do you see the difference? So that's what I'm talking about. So transmute all of your negative characteristics, negative, self destructive, obsessive, all those things, because, monkey, I know you have a list, and turn that into facing source, because source has a lot to say to you. Okay, so those are the things that are being asked of you for this coming year, monkey. I'm so nervous for you. I feel like overprotective over your year because I see that you have really big risky moves that you want to take, and I just don't want I don't want you to end up making a tragic mistake. And if you just improve your relationship and dynamic with source will give you all the warnings that you need throughout the year to prevent a catastrophe from happening that could happen if you're not properly grounded. Okay, so we have on the table time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or a step up. Also, um, don't allow arrogance and pride to get the best of you, because ego, arrogance, pride is on a mission to destroy your life and your relationships. Okay. So if you get a promotion, like let's say you get this immediately, like let's say you go to the office and you're like, listen, if you don't give me a promotion, I have to take another position because I can't survive like this. So they give it to you. They give it to you. They're like, you know what? I was actually like, I'm going to give you a $2 raise. So they raise up your $2, right? And you're making $2 more than all of your colleagues. And you're going to get tempted to be arrogant. You're going to get tempted to show off. You're going to get tempted to feel like you're better than everybody else. Don't fall for it. Those are all spiritual attacks. Like, people don't understand that, like, narcissism, arrogance, ego, it is all a spiritual attack. And the ones who refuse to let go of those traits are in great denial. For example, let's talk about twin flames. Ugh, I don't know why I said the word twin flames. I don't like using that term. But let's say we're talking about two people who really want to be together, okay? Two people really, 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 really want to be together, but the man has not confessed, okay, because he has ego. Who do you think is laughing? Who do you think is clapping? Who do you think is celebrating? The demons. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh no, ego's not an attack. Arrogance, oh no. Deception, hiding my face, hiding my feelings. No, no, no. It's not an attack. I'm shielded. BS. Baloney. Baloney. If the Lord decides these two souls are going to be together this lifetime, they're going to get married, they're going to have children, they're going to be a revolution, power couple, right? It is written. Who do you think doesn't want that to happen? The demons, the entities, the bosses, the demon bosses that I rebuke and void. Reject. They don't want that to happen. So they're going to be like whispering to the man, don't tell her how you feel, because if you tell her how you feel, you guys are going to be happy together. And God forbid that happen. So the demons are like, don't say nothing to her. She's not the one. Go flirt with a complete stranger. There are men that would talk and give their phone number out to a complete stranger than confess their feelings to someone who they have been eyeing for 3 years, for Christ's sakes. Okay? Who do you think is in charge of that? It is spiritual interference. And it makes me so angry because I see it all the time. I see couples that are supposed to be together, supporting each other, loving each other unconditionally, and they're suffering apart. And it's all demonic interference, not wanting them to be happy. But hey, what do I know? As soon as you murder the ego, you murder and clear the demon associated with it, and you are free because you said what you needed to say to her or to him or to whatever. And then you say it. And you're like, "Oh my God, I just told them that I could see myself marrying him or her. I just said it, right?" And all of a sudden, the ego is dispersed into a million pieces that it cannot repair itself from. And the demons flee because the confession was made. And it wasn't that serious. It wasn't that serious. But it was serious for the opposing force, because that's how hard the opposing force will attach itself to usually the man. It's usually the man. That there's certain entities that prefer certain genders, And when it comes to ego, it prefers the man because it's the man that's supposed to be making the confessions. So what happens? Beautiful potential is destroyed when the man cannot clear his ego, or girl, because it could also happen to girls, but it's more common and prevalent with the males. um the female that he could not confess his feelings towards in the physical dimension will physically feel rejected, hence feeling like she has to move on and consider somebody else. Speaking of which, look at this. I hadn't even seen it, and I'm like, this year, real passion. You got the real passion card for this year, monkeys. Stop wasting time in dead end jobs and find your true passion. It's fine to experiment, but don't settle for less than you truly deserve. Thank you so much for watching, monkeys. Till next time. Bye.